Have you ever wondered how building a bridge or upgrading water systems can directly impact your investment portfolio? Let's dive into the surprising connections between infrastructure projects and stock market performance. Hello everyone, I'm a civil engineer and stock market enthusiast. With a bachelor's and master's in civil engineering and over 5 years of experience working in both private and government sectors, I've always been fascinated by the intersection between infrastructure and our economy. My early passion for stocks led me to explore how major infrastructure projects shape economic outcomes. And today, I'm excited to share what I've discovered. What are infrastructure investments? Infrastructure refers to the fundamental facilities and systems essential for our society and economy. Think roads, bridges, dams, water management systems, airports, and railways. Governments and private sectors invest heavily in infrastructure to drive economic growth, improve quality of life, and boost regional productivity. These investments are critical for long-term economic stability and development, as efficient infrastructure attracts businesses, creates jobs, and enhances the overall well-being of communities. How infrastructure investments influence stock markets. Infrastructure investments influence stock markets in several significant ways. First, they create jobs, reducing unemployment and putting more money into consumers' pockets. This increased spending power fuels broader economic growth. Second, better infrastructure means higher productivity. For example, transportation projects reduce costs and improve logistics, benefiting industries reliant on supply chains. Third, large-scale construction projects boost demand for raw materials like cement, steel, and heavy machinery. This directly benefits stocks of companies in these sectors. Lastly, improved infrastructure can attract private investment, as companies seek regions with reliable and modern facilities. Let's look at concrete examples. The Hoover Dam provided crucial employment during the Great Depression, offering steady income for thousands of workers. Its hydroelectric power facilitated growth and industrialization in areas like Las Vegas. Lake Mead, created by the dam, became a significant recreational and tourism hub, further bolstering the local economy. This landmark still attracts millions annually, demonstrating infrastructure's lasting economic impact. Here's a fun fact. When the Hoover Dam was built, enough concrete was poured to pave a 2-lane highway stretching from San Francisco to New York City. This highlights just how massive and impactful infrastructure projects can be. Another timely example is the recent U.S. infrastructure bill. The announcement of this bill immediately influenced investor sentiment, leading to increased stock values in sectors expected to benefit, such as construction, engineering, and materials suppliers. Companies like Caterpillar and Jacobs Engineering saw renewed investor interest as markets anticipated growth in revenue and profitability due to upcoming projects. We can also look internationally. China's Belt and Road Initiative spurred economic activity and stock gains across infrastructure, logistics, and manufacturing sectors globally. Certain industries benefit significantly from infrastructure spending. Engineering and construction firms like Jacobs Engineering, AECOM, and Fluor involved in the planning and execution of projects. Raw material suppliers such as Vulcan Materials, cement, aggregates, and steel manufacturers. Construction equipment companies like Caterpillar and Deere experiencing increased demand for machinery. Transportation and logistics providers who benefit from improved infrastructure efficiency. Renewable energy firms with infrastructure investments, often including upgrades in solar, wind, and hydroelectric projects. Infrastructure companies play a crucial role in providing stability and protection against market volatility because their services remain essential regardless of economic conditions. Last 5 years have seen remarkable returns, with infrastructure stocks delivering around 240%, significantly outperforming the S&P 500's 87.12%, according to Yahoo Finance. The U.S. alone needs to invest an estimated $2.6 trillion by 2030 to modernize its infrastructure. A major step toward this goal was the passage of the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill by the U.S. Congress in 2021, funding highway repairs, bridge reconstruction, and upgrades to ports, airports, and transit systems. Globally, infrastructure needs are even greater. Swiss Re estimates that over $80 trillion will be required through 2040 to rebuild and expand the world's infrastructure. Electricity infrastructure, in particular, is poised for rapid growth driven by data centers powering artificial intelligence computing, the increasing demand for electric vehicles, and necessary grid upgrades associated with the energy transition away from fossil fuels. These ongoing infrastructure enhancements offer excellent long-term investment opportunities. Stocks worth considering include Ferrovial SEFER, Eaton Corporation, PLCETN, United Rentals Inc., URI, Martin Marietta Materials Incorporated, MLM, Parker Hannifin Corporation, PH, American Tower Corp., AMT, and Caterpillar Incorporated, CAT. Risks and things investors should watch. However, it's essential for investors to consider potential risks. Infrastructure projects often face delays, cost overruns, and budget constraints. Political changes can impact funding availability and priorities. Inflation and rising interest rates can increase project costs, squeezing margins for construction companies. To manage these risks, investors should diversify their portfolios, balance infrastructure-related investments with other sectors, and closely monitor government spending announcements and economic indicators. Next time you're stuck in traffic due to construction work, remember, you're witnessing economic growth in action. Those orange cones aren't just frustrating, they're signs of future prosperity, benefiting local businesses and the entire nation. In summary, infrastructure investments provide a clear connection between building bridges or dams and stock market outcomes. They drive economic growth, enhance productivity, and benefit specific industries and stocks. By paying close attention to infrastructure projects and related news, investors can strategically position themselves to benefit. If you found this connection fascinating, hit the subscribe button for more insights into how engineering shapes your investments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.